And welcome back to me, whoever I am, playing Sid Meier's of Centauri. Where we left off last time, I believe I was shooting satellites into space to harbour wasted energy rays and bring them back down to planet in order to make money. I'm doing that kind of finger thing. You talk about money, taxes. I stop doing hand gestures. I realise that you can't see them. Anyway, I realised it's about video number 56, I think. If any of you are wondering, assuming you're still here, how much longer this is going to take, I've just checked with the time on the help database, and mandatory retirement is 2600 AD, or mission year 2600. So, at the very worst case scenario was another 250 years. Oh, that's got to go on forever. So it'll be another 60 odd, 70 odd videos. Hopefully, I'll get. I've never got to play on talent level and either not won or got to mandatory retirement. I usually win by then. I'm well on my way to transcendence. Actually, let's see. They're sort of quite need to explore and discover more, but I'm about 3/4 of the way, almost 3/4 of the way through. I'd say two-thirds of the way through the game, technologically. Economically, probably further than that. I could do with building up my industry a bit more, perhaps, or building stuff up more. Oh, hello. Bloated followers. Well, I'll see how you talk when I take Sanctity Base. What are they on with? I don't know, but they've got one less troop to play around with. Now, what can I do to speed this all up? I think another transport ship. Within one turn. Quite cheap, actually. Surprised me. And have my forces ready to deploy. Well, it should have the desired effect of taking them off my continent, because I believe they keep on landing over here. Well, it makes sense because the rest of their colonies over there. So, if I can sort of draw their flak to one area, make life easier to manage for me. Yeah, why not? It's going to be by far the best use of money is to just rush a defensive unit in the city you've just taken. I think I talked about this in video 1, I think, or 2. Video 1 was taking out the Gaians, and they just spent the extra money building a synth metal garrison so they wouldn't take it back. And it kind of cements your lead. You know, you take a city, if you can then hold on to that city, all that city's production is going to you and not somebody else. And in the zero-sum game, well, it's not zero-sum because people build more cities, but in that respect, before they can build a colony pod and build a new one, in that zero-sum game, I come out better at their expense by merely holding on to cities that used to be theirs.
Terraform complete.
Oh, thank you. Can we now go all across the continent in a turn? No. Oh. No. Something's missing. Alright. Ah, there. But still, you can go that way. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what that's doing. That's just been standing around for the past century. You know what? I've forgotten to time this video, so I don't know when I'm going to finish it. Might be one of those ones that goes on for a couple of videos with like a cliffhanger in the middle, or not. Because everybody wants to know how my terraforming gets on. Oh god, names. I forgot about names. Upper Gram's bottom, this one's going to be called Lower Darling. And they are not happy. Yeah, I've gone for the cheap laugh now. All the serious names are gone. Port Grace, Consecrated Waters. I've never seen them build so many sea bases before. I've never seen these kind of names. I've seen Belly of the Whale before. I suppose apart from being the horrible faction that they are, some of the city names are quite nice. Then again, you can say that about religion in general, I suppose. Some of the themes and the parables and the stories are quite nice. And the Bible, particularly King James Bible, is beautifully written. I'm not amused. I don't even know where it came out of. What's this problem?
Request confirmation. Drone riots have ended.
Fort Liberty. See, now they're growing and they're becoming. They're like the mini core. No, that's not even. That's me just talking rubbish. That is. Well, children's crash. I guess a bit of that efficiency sorted out, so a few more.
Maximum population reached.
Why are you building a children's crash for? I don't know which fool ordered that.
Request confirmation.
Oh, it wasn't me. It really was some fool.
Drone riots have ended.
I'm going to do something about that sea lurk before they get all nasty like. Get a chopper on the go.
Production complete.
Children's crash.
Drone riots.
No, not Reagan Rapids. That sounds like the funnest place on earth.
Request confirmation.
Who's building an orbital power transmitter?
Request confirmation.
And could they hurry up?
Request confirmation.
Yeah, why not? I'll be honest, there's probably better places they could be building robotic assembly plants. Then again, if I was doing this properly, I've probably done a lot of things differently.
Request confirmation.
Well, I am doing it properly, but, you know, not properly. Micromanaging and being efficient and stuff. God, I'm losing track and, quite frankly, interest in what I'm doing up this ridge. I realize it's just how much easier it is when the
Complete.
fungus is being your friend and not being a dick. You can go on the hunt for believers. So useful. Although it increases the chances of finding mine worms. It's done on a sort of percentage basis, I believe. The number of times you move around in this fungus square increases the chance of a fungal thingy. Not fungal thingy. Mindworm appearing. That whole mindworm spotted thing is a lie. There wasn't like a mindworm there to be spotted, because I've gone backwards and forwards across a fungus before, and it suddenly appears on like the 6th time you go into a square. It's like, why didn't you notice it the first 5 times? What is the deal? Give him something to think about. Yes! That was pretty much unplanned on my part, but I'll take credit for it anyway. You wait, you go down there. And this is one thing I don't like about this. As soon as you move a ship into port, they all wake up. They go from loaded state Tachyon, tachyon. Did I decide to just waking up? So you have to tell them to load again. Missile infantry, you can upgrade to something. Probably going to spend it on something a bit more than that. No. Oh yeah. What do we do about that sea lurk? I said, what do we do about that sea lurk? I knew, sort of covering my mouth and while I was thinking about the answer. Probably shouldn't have done. I mean, I assume I'm going to go for a transcendence victory, but if I go through the conquest victory by accident and save everybody lots of time and formal watching, I'll do that instead.
Invalid terraform command.
Oh, Rocky. Da-da-da. No, I won't make that joke. Probably get me in trouble with copyright thingy. What's it? Never mind.
Terraform.
How long have I been talking for? About 10 minutes? I'll give it a couple more minutes and then I'll end the video here. This may be a short video and maybe one that gets rejected and cuts off at the end. I thought I'd trick you all the way up there. What an arse I am.
Maximum population reached.
How then to face the day when she left me? So I took from her body a single cell, perhaps to love her again. Commissioner Brevin Lal, Time of Berean.
Oh. Yes, but if you then clone your beloved again, is it still your beloved? Is it who you fell in love with first time around? Commissioner Pravinlaw, how can you be so callous? Oh, they're cloning that. You build these at the wrong time, your society goes nuts. Well, basically does. But every base, permanent population boom, every turn, new person. Say, provided you got the nutrients. Only thing that stops it is hab complexes. But you see all those sort of places at 2s and 3s and already unhappy. If I got it now and they grew to 7, they'd have what, one content person, 6 drones, and they would all riot, and then they would all sort of, it'd be like the collapse of capitalism, like the Marxists are always banging on about. I saw a poster earlier on today about the crisis of capitalism is coming. I saw one last year and the year before that, and I'm sure I saw one the year before that as well. So I'm going to wonder, one of these days, one day. Interesting side effects. Power and thought control don't have negative effects, but power and thought control aren't the best ones to go for unless you're being aggressive, like I'm being, but not trying to be, if you know what I mean.
Production complete.
Another build tech. I probably ought to change my focus to something easier.
Riots have ended.
Anyway, I'm going to stop the video here because looking at me picking things and micromanaging the basis isn't going to be very interesting. I could be up for time. So join me again next time and we'll share the believers who's boss. Ta-ra, folks. Ta-ra, folks.